Hey everybody, welcome to Cowboy Leather and Boot Repair. Today, we're going to talk about lubricating, stitching machines, and other items or machines that you have in your shop or wherever you do your leather work. So, let me put you on hold here and we'll go over here and I'll show you what I do and what my machines and where the oiling points are. Okay, we'll start out with my Ferdinand the Bull. I'm going to show you, excuse me, show you where the oiling points are. Most machines are pretty much all the same. You may have a few more, you may have a few less. So let me focus down here. All right, now most machines from the factory, they'll have holes that are either marked in red or some kind of color. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 up here. And then you move back here. Got 1 down there. And if you open up, I don't know if you'll be able to see down in there, but I usually hit a little oil there, oil down in there, and oil back in there. Now there's a hole. That one, oil's that back bearing. Now down in there, the machine's sitting on, there's almost like a cigarette filter. You put a little oil in that too. Now, some people do, some people don't. That's the slide for the presser foot. I just put a little oil in there and just let it go. And you come around to this side, this light's going to get in the way. You got a port oiler there. I usually hit a little bit down in here. You got 1 there. Like I say, most of your machines, they're pretty much all the same. And I didn't do it, but usually I'll take and I'll pick that off, or I got a brush. I'll unthread the machine up to here and brush that out. And I usually take and put a couple drops of oil in there. Now, here's the key point. You use drops. Don't douse the machine with oil because you'll have it running out of every hole and every place that you don't want it. Let me show you something else here. Now I oiled this machine all before lunch, and I got a little bit here, but I'm done for the day. So Monday morning, I'll take and I'll wipe that off of there. And on this machine, there's 2 oil ports here. You take your oil can, you push that little bitty ball that's in there. I don't know if you can see it. Push that ball in, and there's a shaft that runs the length of the machine. So I say, it's pretty simple on that machine. And anybody that's got anything, this has got an oil bath on it. See if I can push this up. Keep your oil up to the high mark. Mine's got an oil pump up here. And it's got a few, these strings that hang down. Those are supposed to be there for what they call wicks. Oil soaks up those, and the machine must be oiling a little bit because I got oil in here. But that, like I say, that machine, when you're running it, you'll see oil gurgling up in here. But you got to run the machine a little faster than normal. So what I do is I unthread it, at least take the thread out of the needle, and I'll sit here and mash the pedal and get the oil to go up in there. Now, depending on how long you run your machines, I oil them or service them basically once a month. Now, if I run the bull, if I run that, for 2 days, basically 8 hours, then I'll hit it with a little oil. I'd rather have oil on it than not any oil, because on that bull I can tell when it's getting dry, because it starts to clatter, and it just doesn't seem like it sows enough. Now, most people don't have this machine in their shop, but I got one. This is used for stitching soles back on boots when I repair them. Now, all this down in here, let's see, there's little, like right there, that's got a piece of felt in it. And if you come around, let me open up the cover. All this mechanism down here in the bottom, there's all these little divots. You put a little oil in there. Up here on the main shaft, you got these oil cups. They got, like, that one doesn't, but most of these got like some felt in them. Like that one, it's got a little felt in it. That holds the oil. And I'll squirt a little oil down in here. This machine, it likes its oil. But, when you got 15 pairs of boots you're working on, it puts a lot of wear on them gears and shafts in there. These machines, that's a sole nailer. It's only got a cup back up in there, and that pretty much oils the whole machine. Same thing with this one. It's got an oil cup on it, 2 oil cups. That's a heel wheel. We just put a little oil on that once in a while. The riveter, that has got grease fittings on it. Put a little oil here, and just basically anything that moves, I put just a little bit of oil on it. Don't use that machine, maybe 2-3 times a week. It's a handy machine. That makes, when you drive it down and rivet your leather together, it splashes the end of the rivet. This machine, not much maintenance to it. This is a finishing machine. There's just 2-3 places that you have to put any oil or lube on it. Now you come over here. Muddy Wonder. Let me get around here so we can see. 2 grease fitting, one there, one there. Get this out of the way. That's one thing, you don't leave your clicker dies on your table on your clicker press. Got two grease fittings here. That's for the there. You know, little oil, never hurt anything. Oil is cheap. I think you can get a 2 quarts of sewing machine oil for like $5-6. It saves you a lot of money, makes your machines last longer, and you know, a cleaning oil machine's a happy machine, because if you tear one of these up, you can't get parts for them. That Landis 12K, the parts are expensive for that. Yes, you can get them, but when that machine goes down, you're out of business for a couple days. So, you know, it's up to you. You figure out how much you use your machines and when you want to just kind of stop doing what you're doing and maintain them. You know, it's like your car. You got to change the oil in your car once in a while. If not, oil gets dirty, seizes up. You got to buy a new car or a new motor. So, you know, I'm not preaching. I'm just showing that, you know, in order to have a business, you've got to get into the nuts and bolts of it and take care of your machinery, and they will make you a lot of money and last you for a long, long time. But like I say, old machines are made old by maintaining and keep taking care of them. But with that said, I'm going to end the video. I'm going to sweep the floor, shut her down for the week. For the weekend. We had a good week. We made a lot of things, fixed a lot of shoes, and it's all good. So, everybody have a good weekend. Stay happy, safe, and we'll see you on the next go-round. Cowboys out. Bye now.